Hey everyone, Hussin here. Got another Power Rangers Super Megaforce review for you today. It's finally time to get to the other auxiliary Zords. I had the Legendary Megazord, did a review of it. This thing is pretty awesome. And then I also did a review of the Red Lion. So both of these things were awesome. The combination of these were awesome. And I was very excited to get lots more, not lots more reviews, but rather, well, lots more Zords to review. And so here they are. One of the three is the Zeo Racer Zord. So that's what I'm going to be reviewing first because most people seem to request this one. And here it is. As you can see, I love the artwork on the box. I love the artwork that they do for these vehicles. It just makes the box just really pop out on the shelf, and I think it just looks really cool. It makes me want to save the box. So I'm very happy they did that. Excuse me. And I just think this whole design, the whole idea of it, the whole concept is really sweet because this thing is not from the show, but the fact that they actually made a vehicle based on something from Zeo, particularly like the Red Battle Zord, that's really awesome. So I actually love this concept and everything. We'll see how this actually is once I open it, but the packaging is really sick right here. This is just awesome. The whole Red Ranger thing. As you can see, it does come with a key of the Zeo Red Ranger. So we'll see that, and the key launches a missile. Sweet. So we'll check that out. It does come with a terrible looking figure there, so I'm not really looking forward to that, but I'll take a look at it anyways. There's your standard stuff on the side there. Super Megaforce Red Ranger. Then the back of the box has got your logo with some Red Rangers there. 3 ways to play. So this little Zeo Racer Zord can transform into this little thing here. So there's that, and then the Red Ranger can also ride onto it right there. You can ride on it and you can battle with it, and of course it does combine with the Legendary Megazord, so I'll show you that combination. So yeah, I'm very excited to take a look at this. So let's open this up and see what we find. Alright, I got the Zeo Racer Zord out of the packaging, as you can see here. So, let's move the box away, and let's first focus on the Ranger Key that it comes with. Oops, dropping stuff already. Alright, so we have the Zeo Red Ranger Key right here. As you can see. Quick little comparison with the Japanese key right here. So the helmet's basically, you know, the same, just the star. You know, not really too different on this one. Basically same kind of thing there. And personally, you know, it's not bad. It would have been cool to have some more detail or something on the chest piece. I mean, I guess I understand why they didn't, but just looks kind of plain a little bit to me, but not too bad. And then of course, flip this into key mode, and there's the image there for the key. Alright, so let's grab the Legendary Morpher right here, and let's hear the sound that this plays in the Legendary Morpher. So just says Zeo, and then the Mighty Morphin communicator sound there. So that's all that key does. Alright, and then we also have the app. So I'll get the app going right here. Ranger Key mode, scan Ranger Key. Alright, whatever. Okay. Hold on, let me go back. I think I need to enable the sound first on here to even get it to do stuff. Alright, there we go. You gotta hear it say, it's morphin' time, you know? Alright. There we go. Scan the key, and bam. Alright, let's see what the Zeo Red Ranger Key does here.
It's morphin' time!
There we go, here I transform. Alright. Zeo Ranger 5, red.
Red.
Alright, and there's the Power Rangers Zeo team right there. Alright, let's do a quick little battle. Master Xandrid. Alright, bam. And defeated. Alright, so there we have it. Let's take a look at the picture there. So, that kind of actually, for once, actually fits the shape of my head. It's not too bad, actually. I'm going to save that one. Alright, let's save it. What happened? It's the first time I've ever saved it. Alright, white screen. Let's hit the home button. Let's go to the key collection. And yep, there it is. There's the Zeo Ranger in my collection now. So that is that. That is the Zeo Ranger Red Ranger Key right there. Alright, on to the actual, oops, sorry, focus, and, alright, on to the actual Zeo Racer Zord right there. So there it is. And Zeo Racer Zord's pretty sweet looking. You know, I really like this design. It's an original design, and I think it's really cool what they did with it. Because I guess they wanted to release more Zords, and so they decided to create one for the show based off of something from Zeo. You know, like they did with the cycles. They created, well, some of them were based off of cycles from those seasons, but they were still new cycles. But this one's completely new. But it is based off of the Red Battlezord from Zeo. So I actually did want to show you, for fun, I have the Red Battlezord from a kid. Although, when I was little, but since then the sticker and stuff has come off and I've lost the helmet. Like, I haven't had the helmet in, like, since I got it, basically. It's pretty much been helmetless, unfortunately. But, I mean, as you can see, they really, were influenced by that. Now the helmet was where the star was, so you're missing that part, but you can see you got the hand cannons there and everything. There's the red, gold, black color scheme. You don't have like the thing doesn't work, it's out of batteries. I was gonna say the fist pumping thing, but oh well. But it's heavily influenced by the Red Battlezord. I think that's really cool that they did that they borrowed something from that season to try and create this little original design. So I think it's really sweet. As far as this actual thing goes, it's got a lot of functionality. I mean, it does roll around pretty nicely because it does have wheels, well, those wheels there, but then there's little tiny ones underneath that, so it can roll around pretty nicely. So there's that. And it does have two little pegs there because you can take this Red Ranger figure that it comes with, this terrible looking Red Ranger figure, and it has the holes at the bottom, so you can like peg in one hole there and just have him rest his other foot on there. So ta-da, he's riding the Zeo Racer Zord. Yeah, I'm never gonna do that. And this figure's pretty terrible looking. You know, it's a little bit better than the ones that came with the cycle. This is the thing that came with the cycle, the Red Ranger. It's a teeny bit better, but it's still pretty terrible. Even, I haven't done a review of this yet, but here's the 4-inch Super Megaforce Red Ranger. So even this one's just a bit better. But, you know, I wanted to see if I could use other figures on here, because nobody's going to use this terrible figure on there, unless you, like, paint it or something, like I know Bruno from MMPR Toys tried to do. But here is the 4-inch Megaforce Red figure, not the new one. This is the one from last year. The one that's actually bendable and you can, you know, do stuff with. And so the holes on the bottom of these feet, though, are not, they're a little bit bigger, so it's very loose. But he can stand on it, you know, if you really wanted him to. But you just have to be careful because it is really loose, so he does fall off easily. And same thing with the 5-inch Super Megaforce Red Ranger. It can go on here, but it is kind of loose, so he is about to fall over, and there you go. But it kind of can go on there, you know, if you want to display him on that for some reason, but it's pretty big compared to this, so I don't know. Personally, why ruin it and why display a Ranger on it? Just have this thing on display. It's pretty sweet looking by itself. So there's that. Now this thing has a couple of different modes. The first mode that you can do is you need to basically take these parts and flip them around, but you need to first remove the front pieces to do that. So let's detach the front pieces, just pull them out just like that. Then you can detach these side pieces here, Okay, so once you have done that, you take these and you flip and you flip, and then you just reattach. Ah, this peg just kind of has to stay in place there. There we go. And then you just reattach these right up front, like so. Yeah, there we go. So there is one of the other little modes there that you can use this figure for. You know, I don't really like this little mode. I think it looks kind of odd. Personally, you know, I don't know. It's supposed to just be another little mode there. You can kind of take the Ranger figure again and try and pose them on there or something, but it's just personally, I don't know. It's kind of weird looking. I don't know. I don't know who would really ever want to display it like this. So, but that's one of its other modes. A little odd, but it's supposed to look kind of like that. All right. Then the other thing that you can do, now this part's kind of cool. So let's take off these pieces here again, and take off the bottom pieces. And what you can do is you can take these side pieces, and they essentially, this one will go on the other side like this. Okay. Oops, and this piece goes on like that. And then you take these pieces and you can actually pull out this little peg there. Like that. And what you can do is, like just like this peg goes into the hole on the side there. Is this the right? Yeah, this is the right one. Can't do it the other way, because then it would be upside down. Yeah, it is this way. Alright, so it just kind of sticks in. It doesn't go all the way, it just goes in about that much. Okay, and there you have it. You have this little contraption here. It kind of rolls, like you do have the wheels here, but there's no wheels on this part. So if it's like leaning forward, it won't roll. If you kind of tilt it up a little bit, then it kind of rolls. But here's this little thing, and it's kind of interesting looking, I guess. You know, it's like I feel like this would be like a nice like evil villain kind of, you know, tank that would be attacking, like rolling. You know, looks very menacing kind of. Now this figure also does come with 2 missiles, or the Zord rather comes with 2 missiles, and the reason for that is in this mode you have this little hole exposed, and you can put the missile in like so. So he's ready to fire this missile. How do you fire the missile? Same thing as with the Red Lion, actually. You take the Ranger Key, which I have lost, apparently. Where did I put the Ranger? Oh, there it is. Okay, here's the Ranger Key. And let's put this in key mode. And right in the back there, there's a key slot. So any Ranger Key will actually work, but I'm just going to use the Zeo one, of course. So you have them in there, and then you push it in, and it will fire. Bam, like so. Let's get a side view there. Alright, we have 5-inch Super Megaforce Red Ranger. And let's take this guy down. Bam, oh, did I just miss? Come on, let's take this guy down. And fire. Oh, it didn't take him down. One more missile, and fire. Oh, wow, this guy is strong, man, see? Captain Marvelous, or, well, Troy now, I guess. He's pretty tough. But anyways, you get the idea. So I think that's pretty cool. I think the little missile firing gimmick is kind of neat. You know, I like having that extra key functionality, basically, with these toys. So there's that. Now, the other thing that this does do, of course, is combine with the Legendary Megazord. So we're going to have to take it apart into its pieces. And we'll push in those little pegs there. And take this apart, and take this apart. And these 2 little pegs fold in, like so. Alright, so now we have the pieces there, and we have the Legendary Megazord. So, what you're going to do for this is you're going to take these leg pieces here, or well, they're not really leg pieces, but anyways, they're going to go on the leg piece. And what you're going to do is, which way? Like this. They're going to go just like this, right on the side there. Just like that. Am I doing that right? No, I'm not. Sorry. I apologize. Like this. This one's going to go in. It's confusing because I'll show you in just a second. The box and the instructions tell you kind of two different things. So it's going to go like that. So the wheel is basically up front. That's what you want. Where's the other piece? There it is. Okay. Just like that. Then you have these two pieces here. And these are actually... you do need to fold these parts back out, and they're going to be like blasters for the hands. So you can take this guy here, and you'll put it into the empty holes, like facing inwards, basically. So the fists basically kind of fit, you know? You could say they're like additional fists for the guy, but they're more like blasters that this guy is holding. So you have that. And then the last thing you're going to do is you're going to take the key and you're going to use it to open up the little compartment right there. And you can push this in a little bit if you want. And this piece here is going to go in just like this. It doesn't really click into place. There's nothing in the back there, but it fits in, you know, pretty snugly. Like it's not going to fall out or anything, although you can very easily take it out too. So it works pretty nicely there. Yeah, there you have it. This is the combined form here, whatever you want to call it, Legendary Megazord, Zeo mode, or, you know, I don't know. But I think that looks pretty sweet, to be honest. I think it looks really cool. I like having the little chess pieces in there. I think that makes it unique. This is kind of interesting, and I like the little blasters there. Like, he looks pretty formidable. This would have been a cool combo to see on the show, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Yeah, he looks really sweet. And of course, because this is Zord Builder compatible, you can mix and match and do all sorts of fun stuff. Now, one thing I will say, what I was getting a little confused about is the instructions, or not the instructions, rather, the box shows the pieces up on the front of the Zord. Like that. That looks kind of odd to me. I mean, you can do that, but it's kind of odd. You know, I'll show you. Here's the box, and you'll see there it is right there. Oops. Although on here you have like the white and this is gold on there, so you'll see this is definitely a prototype, and it just looks a little odd having it in the front of the legs there. To be honest, I don't know. I think this looks a little weird. So I'm gonna go by the instructions because I feel like the box is using a prototype. So I think the instructions are probably the more recent stuff. Although then again, this is not anything from the show, so there's nothing, you can't really say what's show accurate or what's not. It's personal preference, really. You know, you can do what you want. And actually another thing that you can do, if you really want to, is you can take the pieces here, you can take them off instead of being blasters. So we'll fold these little pegs in here, and what you can do is you can actually, where am I looking? There's little pegs up on here, and you can stick it in up top here. And make these like arm cannons, or not arm cannon, but like shoulder cannons, kind of. So that's pretty cool looking too, and it's almost reminiscent. Well, it's not exactly like the Zeo Battle Zord, but they're kind of like cannons now, you know. I don't know. So, and this guy was cool because you could extend it and do all sorts of fun stuff with that. But anyways, yeah. So you have those different options basically with this. So that's what's cool about Zord Builder functionality, especially with this kind of thing. There's nothing show accurate, you know, it's not from the show. So it's up to you to decide what you want to do. So personally, I like what the instructions said. I think it looks cool to have these things as blasters. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put them back as the blasters. But yeah, there you have it. This is the combined form, the Zeo Racer with the Legendary Megazord, and I think it looks pretty cool. You know, I definitely like this combo here. I think it's pretty sweet. So, yeah, that's about it for my review. If you guys have any questions, please post them in the comments below. But I mean, overall, you know, I think this thing is pretty sweet. If you're collecting all of the different Zords, I think this is definitely one to get. It's not from the show, so, you know, if you only want stuff from the show, I guess you can skip it. But personally, I think it looks pretty cool. You know, I think it's definitely very inspired by the Zeo season. You do get the Zeo Red Ranger Key, although they will be releasing that later on in its own Ranger Key pack, so you can skip it if you are just looking for the keys. But I think the Zeo Racer looks pretty cool, especially just as the car, you know, as the Zord itself. That looks pretty awesome. And I like this combined form. I think this is neat, having like almost these little blasters here and a little star in the middle there. I think this combined form turned out pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please post them in the comments below. And I do have lots more Super Megaforce reviews coming up for you, so I can't wait to share all the rest of them with you all. So thanks for watching, and see you guys later.